What is going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We are back on Minecraft, and there's actually an update today, which I did not know that. So that's not why I got on here. But I wanted to come down here and look at something. So this is my mine shaft. I haven't really done much with it other than make the stairs, which technically there's not stairs. It's just like a shaft going down. I want to see what level I have this at. So, obviously I'm on PS5, for those of you that don't know. Now, when they did the Caves update a while back, obviously it goes way past the 0 level. So you can see right now, the middle number up in the top left, I'm at like -50 right now, still going. Okay, and I did do it right. So, I wanted to look up, because I didn't realize that there was going to be this much of this type of cobblestone. It's like slated cobblestone or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. But I feel like there's not going to be anything down here, so I did a little bit of research trying to find out where exactly diamond's going to spawn in at. Because we're always going to need a source of diamond, which is why I have the mine shaft to begin with. So I looked it up, and evidently it is anywhere below like -12. I've seen ones that say -16, -12, things like that. So I'm going to go with at least the highest one, which would be -12 and below. But the fact that I went all the way down there is a good thing, because it does say that most of the stuff is found at like -58, I think, was the lowest number, and then the highest was like -64. So anywhere in that area is the highest spawn rate for diamonds. Now, I don't know how true that is, because like I said, there just was an update. So this update is actually called Trails and Tales. And I did just update my game, and I apologize that this is taking so long to get up these stairs. But so I did update my game, so this is a Trails and Tales update. But the thing is, though, that like they added in a whole bunch of new stuff, which I'm not sure exactly how that works. I think it'll be updated in here too, but I don't know if they like change the things as far as like, hey, now you have access to this as well. But they actually put quite a bit in the game. The crazy thing is it wasn't a big update, or if it was, I mean, granted I'm on PS5, but it downloaded really quick, so it literally was like seconds. So just real quick, a little bit of an update before we do get going. I did cobblestone going out to the end over there, and you can see there's more cobblestone going that way. That is the end of the map. So I pulled my map off the wall in there, and this is the smallest map. So our town is technically not in the dead center of the center map, if that makes sense, because there's 9 to make up like one big map. So basically I did cobblestone all the way around here, around the edge, to outline the map, and you can even see the cobblestone on the edge of the map. Like, that's how I did it. So that's going to be my fence. That's basically where my entire town, once I'm done with it, which is going to take forever, but once I'm done with it, that's where the entire town's going to be. And I'm not worried about the nether over there, because I think one of the things that it has been doing, it didn't do it last time, but it does it every now and then, because I have my nether portal there, and he has his in his house. Sometimes when you come back through, it will actually spawn you in his house instead of out there. So I don't know why that's set up like that. I think it's just because, for those of you that don't know, like when you're in the nether, every 16 steps out here is like 1 step in the nether or something like that. I don't remember the conversion really, but basically you travel a lot farther in the nether than you do in the overworld, just by taking a few steps. So I think that it's basically considering them pretty much on top of each other in the nether, but I don't think that it did it the last time, so I'm not too worried about it. But worst case scenario, because I don't want the nether portal inside the town, if I do, I'll probably build like a big cage type thing around it, because things can actually come through that portal. Nothing has yet, but I think it's because of how safe I have it built in there. So I wanted to go over all the update stuff. Like I said, I don't know if the stuff is going to be in this game. I'm kind of looking for something right now. So I think along the beach there's supposed to be some type of new sand. Well, first of all, you can build brushes with the archaeology update. It's not just archaeology that's the update, but that is a big part of it. You do have archaeology in the game now, where you can build a brush, and then you can actually use the brush to do it, like to brush certain types of blocks, and those certain types of blocks have a chance of dropping different items, which it just says buried items. It doesn't really say like the type of items. So there's a corner, and then it ends up going this way, all the way down that way, and I basically did the cobblestone all the way around. I think there's maybe one corner that I haven't touched yet, but I wanted to come over here because I know there's a lot of sand over here. I want to see if it updated it with the new blocks over here, but I don't know if they even look different or not. It does say they're very fragile, to be careful with them. And I would think that they would stand out because I am still using my city texture pack. So obviously there's probably not an update with the city texture pack that has updated in here yet. That was my original thing that I wanted to do with the town, which I still made go out that far. It's very open though, so we'll see what happens. Not open, just far. Yeah, see, I may have to, which this would suck, but I may have to basically start a new game to have all the newest updates in there. I've had to do that several times. I mean, I'm down for a new adventure always, that's why I play video games, but I've made so much progress on this place. If anyone knows how to get the newest update within your current game, like to where it's actually active, I think it should be, but it doesn't look like it is, honestly. So if anyone knows how to do that, please, please, please let me know. I would rather just do that instead of starting from scratch all over again. Only because of how long it's taken. Although I could perfect it and try to get the town built in the center of one of the maps versus building it off. I mean, not that that matters. I'm not like a perfectionist when it comes to that. No, like the offset thing won't matter to me. My OCD is not that bad. Oh, and we're running out of food. Okay, so I'm not seeing any of the new blocks, but let's go over some of the stuff on the update. If you guys want to read everything for yourself, it is a lot, and I mean a lot to cover. So I'm not going to cover every single little thing. I'll try to get through as much of it as I can, but I also don't want to make this video extremely long. So first of all, like I said, the archaeology. There is a craftable brush, and then the sand and the gravel are the two things that are the new blocks, or at least for the archaeology. I don't know if there's any other ones, but for the archaeology, it's sand and gravel. It's called suspicious sand and suspicious gravel. It does say that. Oh, you know what? So the sand, it wouldn't be on the beach. It says that it can be found inside of desert temples, desert wells, and warm ocean ruins. Isn't there an ocean ruin around here? Oh, sorry. I don't know what they mean by a warm one. Oh, I remember this. I had to build this. Well, that area right there, because it was kind of just flowing in there. Suspicious gravel can be found in cold ocean ruins and trail ruins. I don't know what a trail ruin is either. I also don't know how to define what is a cold rune and a warm rune. Anyway, so it says these fragile rocks are hard to spot, easy to destroy, so be careful. But it does say brushing the suspicious sand or suspicious gravel with a brush will extract objects that were buried long ago. So I don't know what you do with the objects. I don't know if you can use them for crafting. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it probably says something, but that's all I've read so far. It says that they added the trails ruins into the game. So I guess that's just a new thing. It says a buried structure from a lost culture. So I don't know how buried it is. I don't know if that's something where like you'll just be digging and just come across some random ruin. Like I don't know how that works. So I don't know. It's gonna be iffy if we find any of this stuff anyway, just because like I don't think they're gonna reskin the current stuff or anything like that, especially with, like I said, with my current game. So I'm just not sure. Oh, I didn't care about the creeper, but skeletons, they always end up hitting me. Excuse me. And I'm just running back home actually to go sleep, so I don't have to deal with the nighttime. I don't think I've slept in a couple days, so don't know if the phantoms are out. I don't see any. Another skeleton. Yeah, but this took so long to get all this stuff set up the way I wanted it. And then like with the diamond, the emerald, all the stuff that I do have now, the apples, like it's just going to take so long just to even do it all over again. And then even the map, I'll show you guys what I mean by the map. So it's not gonna, you're not gonna be able to see the cobblestone on the map. I mean, you will, but not all the way around the edge, and I'll explain why when we get up there. So this is the map that I went off of, and you can see the cobblestone line right here with this one. So what I did is I took it all the way to the end. This is the only one that has it going out this way, I'm pretty sure. But I did it all the way to the end, and then from there I went up this way, down this way, stuff like that. And then if you look at this one, whoops, if you look at this one, can't even really see it on this one. So this one was the one that's on the south side, right? Yeah, so you can't even really see it. So on the south side of the map, coming straight out of the town, so that would be, oh, you can kind of see it. So if you look the top right of the map where my white little dot is, the way that it's facing to the south, if you follow that, and it's probably more about right there, if you follow that going straight south, you'll see a little bit of dirt patches there, and then the very last one is gray. That is one cobblestone there. So that's what I mean by you can see it on the map. The only reason it doesn't have it traced all the way around the edge on any of these is because I didn't have, like, I only took the map with me just to find out where the edge was. So you can see a little bit there with the over the water on that one. So if I face this way, we move over to the center here, go straight up from where my character is, you can see the gray line going there. And I did, like, I destroyed a cobblestone. If it went blue, then I put it back. So that's what I mean by the edge of the map. But yeah, you can't see it all the way along the edge, like going all the way around, just because like I said, I didn't have the map pieces with me when I did it. You can see the little gray one right there on this one, right there, and that's how it is. So there's one on that one, one on that one, one on that one, and then one on that one. And then obviously wherever these combine going this way to this way, that's where I combined it down there in the corner, so they're not going to have one there. But I didn't take the map with me when I did this. I only took the 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was just to find the edge of the map. Now I'm sure that if I did this and I knew like actually how many coordinates would go along the map, I'm sure I could have just did it off the numbers, but I didn't do it that way. So you can see here, actually no, it wouldn't even show up on this one. Well, it might, because I haven't picked this one up in a while. That's my friend when he was there. I think picking it up updates the map, so let's see. Yep, so it threw in the gray line now. I don't know why it still has my friend there. Or is that just me on that map? Nope. Yeah, there's no green on the map, so I don't know. But it did update that line there. So that means if we do this one up here in the water, you can see there's no gray line right there. But when we pick it up, it'll update the map, or it should. Put it back down. I think it's literally, I can't really point to it. I think it's literally that spot right there. It looks like 2 blocks on this map because how short it is. But I might be wrong about that. Hard to tell. But yeah, so what I'm talking about doing on the next one is I might start with this map here and basically make the center point where my little bed is there with the red there. Make that center point in the center of this map. So that way going out, it'll be even all the way around. And I might end up doing that just because, like I said, I'm not really, what's it called? It's not like showing any of the updated stuff in the game. But yeah, so back to the updates. Let's see, it says that there's pottery sherds. And no, I don't think it's supposed to be shards. It does say sherds. It says pottery sherds have pictures on them. I don't know what a sherd is. A total of 20 sherds have been distributed between the 5 archaeology sites. Desert wells, desert temples, cold ocean ruins, warm ocean ruins, and trail ruins. They cannot be crafted. They are only found by brushing suspicious sand, suspicious gravel. There's also decorated pots. There's cherry gloves. Had a new cherry glove biome with pretty cherry blossom trees. That's cool, but that's a new tree that I need to now collect. Bamboo wood set, which I thought I already had that in there. Hanging signs, so now you can craft signs that will actually hang, not just ones you have to put on a poster on the wall. There's sign improvements in general. There is a new creature in the game, a new mob vote, or a new mob. It was voted for. It is called the Sniffer. I don't know when they had the vote. I don't know where the vote was. It was probably on their site, something like that. It says the Sniffer is the mob vote winner of Minecraft Live 2022. So maybe they just had like a contest or something, and they asked, you know, what type of new mob that people would like to see in the game. Maybe they did it that way. I don't know. But anyways, it says sniffers are passive, friendly mobs. Sniffers sniff the air and occasionally dig for seeds, which produces a torch flower seed or a pitcher pod item. Sniffers can dig grass and dirt like blocks. Sniffers can be tempted by and bred with torch flower seeds. Sniffers also lay eggs. It says sniffers can be, or I'm sorry, it says they can be found by brushing suspicious sand, warm ocean ruins. Well, these are the eggs, sorry. So the eggs can be found by brushing the suspicious sand ocean ruins. When 2 sniffers breed, they do not immediately spawn a snifflet. Instead, a sniffer egg is dropped. When placed in the world, the sniffer egg will hatch after some time. When placed on moss, the egg will hatch in approximately 10 minutes. All other blocks, it will be 20 minutes. So I guess there's new moss blocks in the game. Unless they just mean like the ones with grass on them. I don't know. Because I haven't been keeping up with the updates in this game anyway. So there's so many cats around here. These cats, by the way, I never caught a cat. After I got like my 3rd villagers, the cats just started appearing in the town here. Which is fine because for those of you that don't know, cats actually keep creepers away. So I don't remember how to get the stuff out of there. Because you can also get honeycomb out of there, like actual honeycomb. I think you might need the shears. Anyway, let's see. There's also the pitcher plant. The sniffer can occasionally sniff up a pitcher pod item, so that's what the pitcher pod is. Pitcher pod, when planted on farmland, grows into a pitcher crop. The pitcher crop has 5 growth stages. Once fully grown, the pitcher crop can be harvested, yielding a 2-block tall pitcher plant. The pitcher plant can be crafted into a cyan dye. And then they did add smithing tables, which I thought there was already smithing in here. Smithing tables have been redesigned into a workstation for physical equipment upgrades and modifications. Okay, so I guess that's new and something that we can actually use, not just something for the NPCs. So I don't know how that works out, but we will definitely look into that. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there about smithing, but I'm not going to read all of it. There is also armor trims now. It says you can now visually customize your armor with a variety of unique trims at the smithing table. So that's part of what the smithing table would be. So if I rebuild the same place like this, which it might be similar, I don't know yet. But that second floor, I don't really have anything other than the armor. I'll probably have a smithing table in there because it's going to do a lot with the armor. But it does look like there's different, like so many different types of armor. Wow, yeah, I'm not reading all that. There's a lot to do with the smithing table. There's also netherite equipment. Netherite equipment crafting now also requires netherite upgrade smithing template. So I don't know how that's going to work. I know about the netherite armor, but I don't know if that's something to do with the same stuff. I don't know. There's also camels in the game now. Camels can be equipped with a saddle and ridden by 2 players. Camels spawn naturally in the desert. When desert villages generate, camels can be tempted by holding cactus. Hostile mobs will not be able to reach you when you're on a camel. That's pretty cool. Unless it's a skeleton, I'm assuming. Or a spider is probably going to jump at you. They can walk over fences and walls. The camels can. That's pretty cool. So, how tall are the camels? Jesus. Because if they can walk over this, that means you'd be like sitting like almost 3 times as high, especially if mobs can't hit you either. I wonder if they can hit the camel though. While sitting, it is difficult to convince the camel to move. Okay. Camels, oh, okay. Not while you're sitting. Camels randomly sit down. I see. Camels can either walk slowly or sprint quickly. They can also dash forward, but will lose stamina for a while when doing so. Okay. There's also now a chiseled bookshelf. I'm not going to read all that. There's shield customization. There's new music in the game. Calibrated skulk sensors. Skulk sensor phases. Did I read that right? Yeah. Skulk sensor phases. Vibration resonance. Vibration frequencies. Playable mob sounds. Piglin mob heads. What are the mob heads used for piglins? The piglin head will flap its ears when powered by redstone or when worn by a player while walking. Wow, that's kind of messed up. Piglins now drop their heads when killed by a charged creeper. Oh wow, so that's going to take a lot just to even get one. Placing the piglin head on a note block will play one of the piglin's ambient sounds. Okay, and then there's new achievements, which we're not going to go into that. They did fix a whole bunch of bugs, it looks like. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Like I said, there is a lot to this, guys. There's a lot of stuff in here that I did not read. I just went over basically the main features that were added in. But like even with the shields and the smithing and all that, there's a lot even to all that stuff. And then it does look like they redid a whole bunch of other things as well. But a lot of it had to do with stuff that I mentioned but didn't go over in full detail, such as like the hanging signs and things like that. So sadly, guys, you guys can say goodbye to this server unless, like I said, someone knows how to make sure that that the new stuff does carry over into this game. As far as I know, I believe it's supposed to, but because this is an older server, I think that the way that that works is it basically... Did I hear something? But because the way that that works, so it basically... Anything in my immediate area, anything I've already discovered, I don't think it changes the layout in this area is the problem. So I would have to basically go to an entirely new part of the map that has not been generated yet, where I have not been at all, just to see any of the new stuff. And I would like to have that new stuff within a certain range, not to where I need to run halfway across the map just to do that. So I probably will end up leaving the server. I don't know if I'm gonna do it as in depth with like all these main buildings. I might just do like little A-frames, not as fancy as my friends over there, but just like a little peak house type thing, or just like nothing fancy like this, like I was doing. I thought it would be cool, but they don't use the other rooms or anything, so I'll probably just do like a little I don't know, little 10 by 10 room for them with their bed and their whatever item, whatever block they need to craft the stuff, and just go from there. So yeah, seeing these cats are even having kittens in here. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully I didn't go over the time. If I did, I will end up redoing this video. And I may even already be on another server. But you guys won't know any of that because I will basically be explaining it from the new server. So thanks for watching today. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. I will also go over the No Man's Sky stuff in a future video if I have not already done so. But thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.